One voice breaks it down with clarity and confidence with some of the biggest opinion leaders. From politics and power moves to business trends and entertainment buzz, Jay gives you the full gist.
The Nigeria House of Reps has passed for second reading a bill to extend the capital component implementation.
Minus the noise. It's bold, it's smart, and it's 100% Jay on air. Join the conversation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 p.m. only on 88.5 UFM. Jay on air. Real talk, real issues, real time. Trending now, Jay's already there. Welcome to Jay on Air.
All right, from the drama of BB Niger House to the drama on our plates, Ortega Iritomi is carving a path that no one saw coming. He's bold, he's curious, and today is here to talk about life after Big Brother, the realities behind the show, and why Nigeria's food history is a story he wants the world to pay attention to. Welcome to Jay on Air. Ortega, good to have you here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm good. Good to have you here. It's been a few weeks out of the house. How has it been for you so far?
To be honest, it's been an amazing experience. The love has been massive. I mean, Nigeria, we get love. Oh. We have love to give. The love, the passion. You can see it in the people, right? And it's just beautiful. Like, I didn't think... You know when you envision something, but you don't think that that's how big it's going to be? Yeah, that's how it was for me. Because I'm seeing a whole new phase in my life, and I'm like, oh yeah, people actually want you to succeed. People are rooting for you to succeed. So when you want to give up, you just need that gentle reminder that, oh, there are people out there who really love you and want you to succeed. They're not even your family. They don't even know you, but they just believe in what you're doing or what you say. So it's very beautiful for me, to be honest. And then I have like the right people around me, which is very important to me. Having the right people, friends, family, even ex-housemates, it's been an amazing experience.
Surrounded with love, so that's the
yeah,
most important.
yeah,
You
love.
look fresh. You look like you're loved. So let's talk about, when you heard your name on the 17th of August, Ebuka said Ortega. I mean, it didn't just break your heart. A lot of people, fans out there, but even some of your housemates in the house, their hearts were broken. So tell us what that experience was like when you heard your name. What was the feeling like, and what was going through? I mean, now you're feeling the love, but at the time, what was going through your mind?
Fella would say, nah, stalemate. I was at a stalemate because I was at this point where I felt like I'd gotten to my limit, and anything past that would just be out of character. So some part of me wanted to leave. I'm not going to lie to you.
What happened? Why did you want to leave? Because I heard you saying, when Ebuka was asking questions, you were like, you sort of expected it.
Yeah, I did. So I kept muttering it under my tone. I was like, Ortega. Like, it's not as much as I enjoyed the house. It gets to, like, when you enter bus, you go somewhere, you don't know, say, this is not my bus stop, and you don't reach your bus stop. Yeah. You go talk, calm down. That's how it was for me. Yeah. It was just an experience that I wanted to get. The platform was also beautiful, right? And I did not want to water down myself or change myself just to fit in a certain narrative. Yeah. So I figured if it's my time, it's my time. If it's not, we'll go again. But when it's my time, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to fight it. So when I left there, I left in peace. So there was I didn't feel some type of way. Yeah. I was just there to help my fellow housemate that came out too, to show love, to be honest. Yeah. There was just this atmosphere of peace around me. Yeah. I wasn't worried. I was not in pain. Like, even the next day, I was talking to everyone like, are you sure you guys have been evicted? Yeah. I was like, yeah, because to be honest, what do you want me to do? It's 10 weeks journey. Yeah. People are always going to leave the house. Yeah. So if you do not set your mind for that, when your time comes, that's when it breaks you. Yeah. For me, I was really expecting it to come later, but I mean, it came sooner. So I was like, all right, cool, no wahala. Yeah. It's time to walk my path. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm out here and I'm charting a new course. Not as much as it's off what I started from. Yeah. It's still a beautiful experience to be able to say, okay, this guy's giving me a platform. Now the world is watching and listening. What do you want to say?
Yeah,
what do you want to do with the platform? So again, when they called my name, I was like, okay, best, just go outside and do the right thing. Go outside, chase all those dreams you want to chase. So again, the experience was beautiful for me, and I thank God because it can only be God.
Yeah, it can only be God. True. So I mean, there were some reactions. Somebody like Thelma felt really bad. She said, why did she get close to you, and then she got close to you, guys were bonding, and then you are leaving the house. So she was someone that was actually hit quite hard,
I know.
By you leaving. So how did you feel when you saw some of the reactions from some of the housemates about your leaving?
I was happy in a way, right? Because again, I said earlier that I did not want to leave the house on a bad note.
Yeah.
I believe strongly that my word has power, and instead of me cursing and creating chaos that may actually damage somebody's life, I rather leave on good terms. And when I saw a lot of reactions, I was like, oh my God, people actually, my housemates do really care. Forget about the stress, forget about the game part of it. These people actually care. I heard people say things like, oh, and I was just warming up to him. I'm like, don't worry, you come outside, we'll still warm up together. But the point is, again, as much as it saddens my heart that most times I'm not there to really help out or guide some of my friends that are in the house, the memories we created still lives on.
Yeah.
And I think that's what will guide them. When I'm not there, I'm not always going to be there. I'm going to travel, I'm going to move around. We're all going to go separate ways in life.
Yeah.
So it's the memories that you've created with somebody that would warm your heart in those cold times. So I figured that, okay, I know you guys feel the pain right now, but focus. There's 5 more weeks. There's 5 more weeks to go. And once you guys get there, do it, come out. I'll be here with you and rooting for you guys. So that's just the idea behind me.
So who do you miss the most?
I'm not gonna lie, I miss Thelma. I miss Thelma. I miss Rude Boy a lot.
Yeah. Why those two? And what effect Rude Boy have? Because Rude Boy just seemed to be like I love Rude Boy. What was he doing to you people?
So Rude, I don't like to say Rude Boy because he's a man. I say Rude.
As a Rude man.
No, Rude is just a ball of energy. Yeah, Ru is unfiltered, Ru is crazy, Ru can be chaotic, but Ru is peaceful. Outside all those shenanigans, Ru is a very peaceful person. Ru would cry for the most simple things. So, again, I have a soft spot for him as, this is not my guy. No matter even if we fight or argue or something, always remember why this guy is your guy. Yeah, so he's that kind of person. He's like a marshmallow. He burns if he wants to burn, but at the end of it, he's just that soft jelly person. He cares for everybody. He loves everybody. And similar with my mantra, I don't like to burn bridges. I want to love everybody. It's possible to love everybody.
You think so?
Yes, it is possible to love everybody.
You did have some issues with somebody.
Yeah, no, even if you ask me the issue, I will clarify. The first issue I had was with Denari. The next day I was there to apologize. I straight up, I was like, I'm sorry, I love you, what happened? Talk to me. And I was like, we explained a couple of things, and at the end of the day, it was not even about the food. It's just about, oh, I miss my guy. And I felt like I couldn't talk to you. And I'm like, well, you could have just walked up to me. Nami, they always come checking on you, for still checking on me too, because to be honest, as the house they chaotic for you, they chaotic for me too. It's not I've not stayed here before, so I can't show you around. It's new to all of us, right? So the experience is new. So even that, but the one thing that saddens me was I should have just said I'm sorry to Isabella before leaving the house. I had the nudge to say it, but I kept pushing it away. Like, oh, I'll say it later on. I'll say it later on. Not because of she was right and she was right and I was wrong.
So why do you think she deserves an apology for
Because words are powerful. Again, I keep saying my words are powerful. It's why when she keeps echoing that line I said, I can hear the pain in her voice. And I don't want that, to be honest. It's why I watch what I say to people. I could say something and it would hit really hard, and some people may take it for the rest of their life and say, oh, this person said this to me. So I avoid that thing. And I tried as much as possible. Like, I did not think I was going to be that patient, but I tried. I held on to it, but she just kept saying a lot of untrue things. And the thing with narratives like this is when people keep saying untrue things, the world runs with it. Right? And again, there are things I don't play with. I can play with every other thing, but my integrity I always put it above every other thing. Money, status, integrity would always come on top for me because that's how I was raised. So when you start to question my integrity without actually talking to me, and you're saying this person said, that person said, and we're calling the people to say, okay, did you say this? And this person said, no, I never said this. So where are you getting your information from? Because now that narrative you're purporting is what most people think that happened, but that's not what happened.
So people would argue that as opposed to apologizing, why not say, let's have a civil conversation? This narrative you're carrying, can you stop?
I tried. I literally tried. The night when we had the outburst, right, I avoided her as much as possible, but she kept talking. So I went to Kaikumi. I'm like, okay, please, can you calm her down and just tell her the truth? Tell her what happened. There's not enough meat to go around, so it's not my fault that she got a bony piece. Because the problem was not she didn't get. She said she didn't get enough, right? And the thing we're getting enough is what we have, we use. So do you want me to give you my own piece just because I know you? That's not fair. So again, I went to Kaikumi and I was like, Kaikumi, please, could you speak to her? Like, she's your woman, please talk to her, calm her down, and let's see how we can. She came down, she was giving outbursts, like in between the conversations. And I'm like, I kept ignoring, I kept going around, but my sister did not allow me. She was like, no, we must fight, we must talk. And again, I'm a man too, I'm a human being. As much as I try as much as possible to live right, I would always make mistakes. So my mistake was uttering the line to her, not what happened. Do you understand? Uttering that line to her was my mistake.
What was your mistake? Do you think you showed enough of yourself? Because one thing Thelma mentioned, and we're going to get to food, but the fans are excited you're here. They want to hear about your Baby Naija experience and all of that. One thing Thelma said was something you made out of something in the house, food related. And she said, he was able to make things, make things look good from food and all of that, and she felt like you needed more time to showcase show more of that. Do you think you were able to show enough?
So at the beginning, going in, food was never my strategy. I remember telling my team that, to be honest, this is a learning experience for me. I've been withdrawn from a lot of people for a long time. I like to be to myself, keep my energy going by myself. But I want to see what it feels like to be cooked up in a house with strangers that you don't know and try to bond with them. That was the experience for me. So it was that experience I was looking for. And I feel like the little I did would speak for me. I've gone to some places and I've heard people say, oh my God, you're very intelligent. How did you become intelligent? I'm like, I don't know. I just read. I like to read. I like to learn. I never want to. There's nobody I'm bigger than. I learn from everybody. I ask questions a lot. I could be in a buka and I'm asking the woman, Madam, why you turn the amala like that? Oh, that's why you turn the amala like that. Oh, why you add this thing for her? Because that's the process. I believe in passing knowledge down. So I'm just a box of knowledge from different people, from different influences. I read, I learn, I watch. Me being here, you could say something and it will hit differently, and I'll just take it for life. That's how I am.
Do you think you showed enough of that intelligence? Because I did watch the show. I'm following the show, but it feels like in your interviews. I don't know if you've been seeing some comments. People are feeling like they're seeing a different side of you, and they feel like you didn't show enough. Do you think that you showed this side, very intelligent side?
So one thing I've learned is that people who stay stuck on social media clips will never understand me as a person. And sadly, it's majority. A lot of people don't get to watch the show back to back because they have work and they have lives to live, right? So, but if you are following the show on Showmax and the rest on DSTV2, you would see most of it. It shines bright in some of our wagers, some of our tasks, right? When somebody brings up an idea and I'm like, okay, this is the best way to refine this idea, not to shade anybody or try as much as possible. But even one of the biggest shocker is Faith. Faith would look at me and say, you're a very different person. So when I left, in his diary session, he said it. He was like, this intelligent person just left, right? And he's scared that he'll be next, right? So, but again, I feel like narrative is important. It's why I'm here to write my story. The show is not going to write my story. The show has a goal in mind, right? So they gave me a platform. Like, okay, here you go. Whatever you do with it is up to you. So now people come in and saying, oh, I sound differently. I look younger. I do. Yeah.
You heard that part.
No, that one wasn't even the one. I was like, wait, I did look old. But again, it's the camera angles, plus my stress level was above. I was dealing with a lot. I was dealing with a lot from stomach issues. Funny thing is, I wasn't really even eating in the house. I'd lost a lot of weight in the house, right? But again, the experience beautiful for me.
All right, still live on J on Air. We are on 88.5 UFM here, and of course live on TikTok, J_on_Air live, on Instagram, 885_UFM, and of course on YouTube, J on Air TV. Having a conversation with ex-VP Niger housemate Otega Eritomi. We're talking about his journey, and we're going to be talking about food in a bit. But of course, when we said he was coming, you guys sent in like 5 billion VP Niger questions. So I'm going to ask as many as I can, and then we're going to move to the actual conversation, which is food and why he wants to tell that story of food. What was the biggest shocker that you had when you got into the house that you said, this is what I thought it was going to be like, but being in here, this is different? Is a house different than it looks on TV?
I know it looks quite big. Space. Somebody said to me that it's basically a 2-bedroom flat. Space.
Because there's so many people.
Yeah.
So
space. For me, sometimes I like to exclude myself.
Yeah. And they're not enough.
Yeah, they're not enough places for you to do that. Immediately you're trying to go to one place, somebody's screaming in your ears, and now you're being a bit brutish because you need your quiet time.
Yeah.
So the only one time I even in the shower, I tried to get quiet time. No, somebody just comes in.
It was that bad. You would go to the bathroom to have quiet time.
No, to shower. Like in the mornings, I like to meditate.
Yeah.
I like to go over what happened maybe a day before, just to be able to be on the same page and maintain the same energy. But it's never easy. If I'm in the shower, everybody's like, "Let's go." So again, right. As much as it looks quite large, space is. If it was me, I would expand. But yeah, the house is beautiful, interior amazing, but space. Yes.
Interesting. All right, so I mean, we want to go into food, but to segue quite nicely, why was food always causing fights? If you think about a lot of the fights in the house, you know, this person and that person, people are always fighting over food. Why? Why do you think?
Do you know my happiness? I thank God that food prefect has left. Now, you're saying that it's not me. It's not a thing of, oh, that guy is wicked. He does not want to give anybody food.
Yeah.
It's just that.
So you accept the title food prefect?
Yes, with my food chest, season 10, food prefect. I'm happy to hold it, right? But the thing is, it's about usage.
Yeah.
We abuse things,
especially
when there's availability of it, right?
Yeah.
At some point in that house, we did not have. I think I had to go beg Biggie one of my diary sessions. We did not have Indomie at some point in that house. That's how, because of how people were hoarding food and using it wrongly.
Yeah.
Some people will eat and have 5 meats on a plate. Like, are you a werewolf? Like, what is that? Like, just eat 1 or 2, and then there are other days. Why are you eating like? And then when you talk, people say, "Is it your house? It's Biggie's house. I can do anything." So it was more like a really major problem for a lot of people, because some of us have decorum in how we use things, and
So I think some people don't have decorum when they use things.
I did not say it though. I say some of us, so it could be all of us. This is probability. It could be all of us, right? But more so, I'm not big on abuse. And being a chef, it would be an ick for me to see people abuse things. It's why maybe I look a little bit combative when I'm in the kitchen, because I'm like, we have limited supplies. Let it go round. You find people saying, "Oh, I did not eat yesterday. I want to eat all the meat I did not eat yesterday. I want to eat it today." And you're like, that's not how it works. If you miss food, you miss food. If you don't want to eat, then it's been deferred. Because if everybody does like that, there will be nothing left. So that's why food is always a problem. Some people don't want to eat with the general public. Some people want to have their own meal separate. And then allocation is also a problem. Allocation is also a problem. Some people like cereal. Some people like Indomie. Some people like pasta, and just how these things will get to everybody is where the problem is. Yeah.
And I think that really is the game. And we'll come back to some more BB Niger questions. But let's move to food. Why is food important to you? You're a chef, and why is that the story you want to tell now that you're out of the house?
It's not just even because of the house. It's something I have always been trying to tell before going into the house. I've seen how powerful food is. You know how they were teaching us when we were kids, they're like, culture. What is culture? Culture is the way of life. Food. Culture is also food. I used to say, have you ever seen ogbono in the wild? So it comes in a pod.
Okay.
Now you have to eat the back, open the pod, dry the ogbono, blend the ogbono before making the soup.
Okay.
which kind of hunger would make a man go through all that
All of
process
that.
to get to what we have? Some of our foods are passed down history. We have started to detach from it, and then see the way you treat your food is how the next person will treat your food. We need to love, share, and teach the global world this is how we eat egusi, this is how we eat ogbono, this is what jollof rice means to us. There's some foods that are only for festival periods. There's some food that have religious connections. Like I was sharing with a few friends yesterday, I said, do you know why we eat stockfish? I mean, you might have heard the story. You know why we eat stockfish?
Why do you eat stockfish?
So during the Biafran War,
Okay.
Norway was giving AIDS and they had a lot of it, and so they gave it, and now it's part of our staple. Everybody eats stockfish in Nigeria. 80% of the production done in Norway is for Nigerian market. Yes, but it did not originate from here. So that's a beautiful story. No matter how much sadness is around that story, it's more like a win in the midst of chaos. So for me, telling the right stories, teaching people how to interact with our food, and there are a lot of people that have gone ahead of me to do this great work. So it's just about joining the disciples and preaching the gospel of Nigerian food and Nigerian culinary world to the world global.
How do you intend to tell this story? Because, we do have the food content is big. Come the 12th, Dabasi is having this big jollof rice.
I'm there for
of course
tasting
you're
and
gonna be
shopping.
there. We have so many amazing food content creators. We've had Dario, the Kitchen Lover, join us here.
Yes.
There's Daniel Ochuko, there's Okwemi Famakin. There's so many people, and they're doing an amazing work. What do you think you'll be bringing to that space that is not already there? Because at the same time, what makes people stand out is the authenticity of what they're bringing. So what do you think is authentic to you that you're bringing to the food space?
I'm the king of spices.
Okay.
Right. I am not coming from a perspective of, food is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm coming from the story behind the food. Why do we use the spice? Why do we use uziza a lot? Why do we use iru? Where's the one village that iru comes from? We want to be able to tell the right stories. And most of these herbs and spices are medicinal. We want to preach that gospel. We want healthy eating in front of everybody. As much as we're growing into a fast-paced economy, we don't want to lose the essence of food. So for me, I'm coming from the angle of spices. I am going to be teaching and I'll be on the road a lot. I want to go from one village to another, so I might just be in your village one day.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, I love a good story.
Yeah.
So I'm coming from perspective of stories. I want to be able to tell you why we eat akara. Why do we eat suya at night? Things like that. Like, okay, so this is why it's called suya. These are the spices that interact with the meat, and then show the chemistry side of it too, because being a small science student that I am, I understand a few bits of chemistry. Show the chemistry side of it. Like I was telling a few friends earlier today, like when you want to get the best out of your spice, infuse it in oil. It's one of the reasons why we fry onion, to flavor the oil. When you caramelize onion, it becomes sweet and it flavors the oil. So if you want the best out of your first base, which is your first flavor, just infuse the spices into the oil, the curry, the bay leaf, the cinnamon, the coriander, infuse it, and you get the best out of that's the first base flavor, and then you can build anything from there. It's like a house. There's a foundation, there's the decking, and whatever you want to add on it. It's up to you.
So we always tell the story about jollof rice. Ghanaian jollof rice, Senegalese jollof rice. Moving away from the jollof rice conversation, what food do you think we constantly miss out on telling the story?
Egusi.
Egusi. Why egusi?
Egusi is so diverse. The way there's Egusi Ijebu. If you go to Ekiti, the way they make egusi is different from the way Ijebus make egusi. If you go to the south, the same thing. Why is it different? It means people have different experiences with different foods. Even as basic as pepper soup is, if you try pepper soup from Port Harcourt or Delta or Bayelsa or even as far as Benin, it's different from the pepper soup you would try maybe in Lagos, and you will tell the difference because of, again, the understanding of so many of these elements to it. So the goal is, as much as we want to preach the right story, telling the right story is also very good. Showing the right characters is also very good. Teaching is very good because that way people get to see and say, oh, okay. And to be honest, it's not accurate. I'm not writing a script.
Yeah.
I'm about to walk on the streets of Lagos, on the streets of Bayelsa, on the streets of Benin Republic, Kenya, and just talk about spices. Meet major players. Okay, so Mama, why do we use this spice? Why are you adding atarodo to your akara? It was when I traveled to Kwara State, that's when I knew that akara can be strong. Again, interaction. In Kwara State, you have wara. In one of my favorite things to eat, dodo ikire. Yes, I don't used to play with it, but guess what? The dodo ikire you buy in Ibadan is stronger than the one you buy in Ikire itself. One, preservation. Why is it different? Those are the questions I like to ask. Okay, so this is how we make dodo ikire, because there's a lot of staples. So egusi is so misunderstood, and it's one of our biggest exports out of Nigeria. It's very easy to make, but very also easy to make mistakes. If you don't fry your egusi well, straight, it's a laxative for you. You enjoy yourself. But again, understanding the base elements and creating techniques whereby everybody understands that this is how to interact with this food is the goal for me. Yeah.
All right, still live on Journey. We're talking to Ortega Eritomi, who just got evicted. I mean, one of the ex-housemates of Bibi Niger 10, and of course a chef that is here to tell stories about food. Of course, we're live on TikTok, J_on_air live. We're live on Instagram, 885_UFM, on YouTube, J_on_air TV. And I'll be opening up the phone lines in a bit if you want to call in to ask questions and all of that. Do you have a fan club name? Everybody from Bibi Niger has a fan club name.
Yeah, Dreamers.
Dreamers.
Yeah, so before I went into the house, my name is Chef Dreams. It's actually what I wanted to use.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're like, everybody will know you like that now, just straight up. So I was like, okay, let me just use my original name, which is Ortega. But yeah, Dreamers. I dream a lot. I feel like if you dream it, if you see it, you can get it. So yeah, Dreamers. I wear it too. It's everywhere. I wear it too. I dream a lot. On the ride here, I was dreaming. I was imagining what the outcome would be. What can I make out of this? That's to be honest, I feel like there are always two roads out of choices.
Yeah.
There's a narrow path and there's a wide road. The choice is yours to make. So what do you make of every opportunity given to you or situation given to you? It's very, to be honest, so dreamers are, my people are dreamers.
When we think about food, food is often linked to memories, maybe your first love, food your mom made, your dad made. Does any meal take you back to a time in your childhood, or to somebody you were in love with, or to a time in your life that you were, Sakwa really hooked me here? Yeah. So do you have any stories?
I have a lot of stories.
So tell us one or two.
So I really don't like spaghetti. I will try every other form of pasta, but you see that spaghetti on. In fact, jollof spaghetti is too annoying. The reason why I don't like it is growing up when we didn't have like rice in the house. That's the only thing we could eat. Like Mom would just be like, go and buy spaghetti, put it inside the remaining stew, mix it. Yeah. So I grew up thinking that, that is Sakpa food. Yeah, but
for me that's Eba.
No, so now another food that my mother used to make, but this is very keen to the Urhobos. It's called iriboto. You make the soup in a mortar and pestle. You're not cooking the soup. So she used to buy smoked fish. She'll pound the head of the smoked fish. She'll add a little bit of water, get all the juice out of it, take out the bones, break the fish inside, add a little bit of pepper, crayfish, pepper soup spice, and taking it with gari, and you have yourself a nice, amazing soup. So growing up, I used to love when my mother does that. And again, it's why my mother is my biggest inspiration when it comes to food. I was sharing with a couple of friends that I have a video of me cooking with my like doing my grandfather's burial in 2006 with my mother. I was helping the women in the kitchen. That's the kind of person I am. So I grew up around women who could cook, caterers, meeting. My mother used to have women meeting almost every week. So I grew up around those things, and it shaped how I see food. Like at some point, we know that jollof rice. We used to think smoky jollof rice, was only for Christmas and parties. Yeah,
because it was just for those.
Yes, that's when we really did eat them. But now everybody could afford so many things. I used to say, because of how my mother raised us, she used to sell. At some point, she was selling iced fish. So we ate a lot of fish growing up. Fish, eggs. I ate a lot of fish and eggs. I did not know that you could eat chicken outside Christmas and Easter.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Navy Town, around Festac.
Okay.
So I'm like a barracks child, yeah. So I grew up around different cultures, and it's why, in a way, I'm mostly inspired and drawn to different things. My neighbor here was from Cross River. My neighbor here was from Kwara. Opposite me was from Kaduna. I grew up around so many languages. Is why I can't have a bias. I love everybody equally. I love everybody equally.
So, as someone that grew up, helping your mom in the kitchen, and you have a lot of those memories and those stories, when you see these conversations on social media about men and women who should cook, who should not cook, where do
I stand?
Where do you stand?
Okay, so one of the reasons why I switched from tech to food is because of something like this. So there was a documentary on YouTube I saw. This is during COVID. And it was about Kenyan men and how they treated, and how there was high rate of femicide in Kenya. And I was so angry when a man said, women are just meant for the kitchen. They're not meant to have dreams, and they're not meant to have goals. They're just supposed to be service for men. And I was so irritated with that mindset, right? Cooking is a life skill. One of the things my mother raised me on, I mean, aside the Nollywood scare of, don't let them watch something and put for you, was that your sisters are not there to serve you. If they cook for you, good, but you need to learn how to do it. It is a life skill. You're going to go out tomorrow. They won't follow you out. If you don't know how to cook, you will not know how to respect some certain things. It's something I've learned. Is why my interaction with food is different. If you give me a pan, a very good pan, I will dance for you. If you give me a nice knife, I would dance for you. But you could buy me a very expensive shoe and I would not really understand how expensive that is, right? But you see kitchenwares, I love a good kitchenware. I collect plates, I collect spoons, I'm a collector. I like to collect it. I will just buy plates just because it's fine, not because I want to use it in my house. Like I have a box of plates that I know when my friend came and he saw the box, he thought it was food that was inside. He opened it and it was plates, a lot of plates, because that's who I am. My deepest interaction is with the kitchen. And so that has shaped who I am. So I would say to anybody who says that cooking is a life skill. You don't have to be a chef. Just know how to do the basics. It's not hard. Boil,
what are the basics
fry,
every man?
boil, fry. If you can boil, you can fry. You can saute. You're good.
What is saute for those that? What is saute?
Okay.
It's like a very chefy.
No, leave all this big grammar. Okay, so you don't really fry it. You just saute like vegetables. Like if I have carrots, sweet corn, you don't fry them. You just put a little bit of oil, let them cook up a little bit. So it's more like cooking but in a pan. Yeah, that's what I think sauteing is. Yes, if I'm not forgetting, because now I'm having memory lost. But if you could do the basics, you're good. If you can boil rice, you can boil stew. If you can boil stew, you can fry chicken. If you add everything together, you have yourself rice and stew and chicken. You're good to go. You don't necessarily have to know techniques. Like me now, is why on the show I could do different techniques. Because now where your cooking stop, now then my own starts. Yeah, my technique is improvisation. I like to improvise. Like there was a time I was craving mashed potatoes. And I figured, okay, I needed a lot of fiber, but I didn't want to fry the potatoes. So let's do mashed potatoes. I went as far as we used heavy cream, we used pork, and I was like, there's no cheese. And I just kept looking around, and I just had a eureka moment. I was like, there's Munch-It. And I just literally opened Munch-It, the hot cheesy, the cheesy flavor. I put it in a blender, blended it, turned it to paste, added it, and it came out perfect, like cheddar. And everybody was like, how did you do this? I'm like, to be honest, it's the idea. The ancestors speak to me when I need advice. If I need advice in the kitchen, I just reach out to the ancestors and they just check. And I'm like,
should we be afraid that you're working with ancestors?
No, if there's no how you will be in the kitchen and not work with the ancestors. Because if I say use a pinch of salt now, you will not know what a pinch of. So you need to let your nose, your senses guide you, and then the ancestors will follow you too.
Who was the best cook in the house?
Aside me.
You think you're the best cook in the house?
I mean, yes.
Okay, so aside yourself.
besides myself, I'll give it to Big Soso and Big Soso. I'll give it to Big Soso. Yeah.
Anybody else that you like their cooking? Or you thought-
Sultana. I did enjoy Sultana's ogbono soup.
Okay.
K-Bobo's food too. I do.
Interesting. Who do you think that I'm gonna have to ask the other side? Whose food did you particularly not quite like?
To be honest, I didn't eat a lot, so I can't really. And then I used to say this thing: food is subjective, so I cannot criticize. What if you like pepper now, and I don't like pepper? If you give it to me, I'll complain and say this is not good. Or to you, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So food is very subjective, so it's not for me to criticize. But I ate everybody's food. That's jollof pasta that I said I didn't want to eat. Sabella made it. I was like, my sister, you try. I gave it to her. So yeah, everybody can cook. Everybody can cook.
What tribe in Nigeria do you think has I would say the best, because I feel like, since you say grow with people, I don't know, but has really interesting meals or has more diverse meals. A lot of people argue that Yoruba people don't have diverse
No, they do.
soups
They do.
compared to maybe people from Efik, the Igbo people.
No, they do. So the thing with the South and the East is we're really intertwined. So most of our foods are like offshoot of other, of like, okay, so the Yorubas have banga soup. The Igbos have a variation of it. I think it's ofako or something like that. Yeah. There's always a variation of something. That's why I say interaction with food. So our banga soup tastes a way. Their soup tastes a different way. They use I think ogiri or something to make it. We do not do that from where I'm from. We stick solely to the banga soup spice and the consistency of it, right? So again, as much as the South and the Southeast have a lot of diversity, I think the West has a lot too. And I know this because I schooled in Kwara State.
Okay.
I remember the first time I had wara. In fact, I was very apprehensive of it before. I was like, what's all this one? What's all this one? And then I remember I was in Ilorin and I had wara in my stew. I was like, oh my God. Every time somebody goes to Ilorin, I'm like, buy me wara when you're coming back. Because again, understanding how deep and rich some of these things are. And then ikokore, I love ikokore a lot. I think it has a special technique. And if you stray away from it, you're just making porridge. Ikokore has to get, if I was to give an award, has to be made a certain way. So there are lots of meals.
What is that you was give an award for?
For one of the best pottage meals, it would be ikokore.
Interesting.
Yeah. The combination is amazing. That's one, ekpankoko or two, or ekwang, or how different people call it. Again, it's the imagination that goes into these foods. So I can't really point and say this tribe has more.
Yeah.
I love the diversity and I'm basking in diversity. Benue people, Delta people, Edo people, everybody bring your food. I will eat it. Yeah. Ekiti people, please, pounded yam. Just got me. Like I cannot drag. Again, I was having a conversation and somebody was like, oh, would you eat pounded yam in Ibadan? I was like, no. I would rather drive to Ekiti and eat pounded yam because the experience for me is important than just filling my stomach. So I can't really point and say there's a region that has more to offer. It's why we are Nigeria. We come together as a collective. The diversity is where the strength lies. The fact that before I came, I had one nice amala and ewedu, and I'm not joking. When I thank you Jesus, this is meal. Again, if I say, oh, the South has not, the West has nothing, I'll be lying.
What's the best place to eat amala though?
In Lagos.
In Nigeria.
No, Ibadan now. I was there last week. It's Ibadan, but in Lagos is Yaba and Shomolu.
That's the best place.
That's
so the island doesn't have.
It's
not the same.
No. There's just something about the amala in Shomolu, Yaba, Onikpa, and Palm Grove area that's just different. I mean, even if you go on TikTok, there's a whole lot of people, but the amala just hits differently. And luckily for me, God just placed me in the heart of good food, so I eat and I enjoy myself.
Amazing. All right, we'll be wrapping this up in a bit, but if you want to talk to Ortega, this is the time to call into the studio. Send your comments on social media as well. If you want to call in, we have one number for phone calls, for WhatsApp messages, for text messages: 091 30,885. That is 4 zeros in between. 0913000885. Do you want to talk to him about Bibi Naija? You want to talk about his experience with food? What do you want to talk to him about? What questions do you have? 0913000885. Also leave your comments across social media. J on Air, J underscore on Air Live, 885 underscore UFM, J on Air TV on YouTube as well. So Otega, you might need to use your headphones.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Ooh, try to call me back if you can. 091-30,885. I think we have a few messages here. All right, this person here says, "Hi Otega, thank you so much. You sound so nice."
I am very nice guy. Chilled guy. I'm just a chilled guy that just wants to live life.
So if you were to pitch the Nigerian food space to a foreigner, what would be involved in your pitch? What would you be saying?
Have you ever been feeling like you're not yourself? Nigerian food is more than feeding. It's health, it's wellness, it's culture, it's people, it's struggles, it's stress, it's history. Come with me. I'll take you to Ikeja Airport Road, and we have colored fried rice and jollof rice, and then when we're done from there, let's go to Yaba and Shomolu. Let's get some amala. The experience is beautiful because when you show them how you interact with your food, they get respect. Let's stay there. Let's price suya. God give us testing. Again, we've built so much culture around so many things that we don't see it. Every time we go and buy suya, if they don't give you testing, do you buy?
You have to know what it tastes like.
Yes, you must get the. God, this is your testing small. I beg, increase them. But that's the beauty of it. We created a culture on how to interact with the food. And when these people see it, because luckily for me, I've lived in Southeast Asia, right? And I understand how the locals interact with their food. The akara you will eat by the roadside and the akara you eat at maybe a very expensive restaurant is the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Don't throw the woman under the bus because she's trying to pay her children's school fees, right? Respect.
People argue about hygiene though.
No, to be honest, right? Food handling is something we're also trying to teach a lot of people. Like, I can call names of people out there that are doing great things. Chef Gibbs. Yesterday I was with Chef Okwe Amosu from the US, and he spoke highly of Nigerian food. And somebody asked the question, did you ever get tempted to create something else? No. I just wanted to show people my food, stray away from it. As much as I'm preaching the gospel of Nigerian food, the gospel of African food. When you go to culinary schools abroad, we are not seen as a destination for food. And there are lots of people trying to change that. Lagos State government is also trying to change that. We want Nigeria to be the gastronomy tourism destination, period. Before it was 2025, but 2030, but now it's period. We just want it to. People should come and experience our food, and it should show in our airlines. It should show in our hotels, in things we do, in curated work. A lot of people are doing great things. A lot of chefs out there, like Hilda, making the biggest.
Pot of jollof rice.
That's a spotlight. People are wondering what is inside this jollof thing. If it's to sweep it, I will sweep, because the thing is, I would support anything that advances this cause. For me, big shout out to Chef Gibbs. Amazing man. He's been doing so much. Nigerian Food Summit this year was amazing. The experience was beautiful. Watching other people interact with food, because our foods don't get the accolades that they deserve. Yeah.
So that's what you want to do.
Yes, that's what I want to do. So again, to be honest, I'm never backing down. No, this is me.
I like it. Let's have some fun, quick fire questions.
Yes,
as we wrap this up. So I already asked this one. So Egusi versus Ogbono. Pick one forever.
Ogbono forever. Ogbono.
Wow.
Even is it Ogbono that Iso?
Yes.
So it's better right over. I'm telling you, it's Ogbono. Ogbono is the soup that is new every morning. Every morning, every time you heat it up, it tastes great.
Fair. Which celebrity chef would you want to cook for you?
Okay. Nigerian or foreign?
Both.
Makope White.
Okay.
And there's this Asian chef that is really good. But no, Makope White would be. And locally, I would really love Chef Hilda to cook.
Chef
I mean,
Hilda.
that's why I want to go and eat
And eat the
jollof
jollof
rice.
rice. Which celebrity would you want to cook for? Foreign and Nigerian.
Chef Hilda too.
Okay.
Foreign, maybe Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, fair. That's a tough one, though.
No, you know why I don't think it's a tough one.
Why?
Again, I think he has come to a point where he understands that food is very subjective.
Yeah,
You cannot tell me because I made a goosey soup to you that I don't know how to cook
yeah,
because you're not used to it.
yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So
fair.
again, we use the tech. It's the techniques that they're looking for. We use your technique to get the best out of our food.
One food you will never eat again.
Balut,
But where is that from?
the Philippines.
Okay, fair. Small chops at Owambe, puff puff or samosa.
The puffs, man. I can't. I love the puffs. You can't stuff your mouth with like 5 puffs. The puffs for me.
If you could rename a Nigerian dish with your own twist, which one and what name?
Pamoyo rice. I call it village vibes.
Village vibes.
Yes,
I
yes.
like that one. Who from Baby Niger House would you trust to cook for your mom?
I said Thelma, but sorry. No, Thelma Lawson. I'll trust Thelma Lawson to cook for my mom.
Thelma. Okay. Who do you think is playing the best game right now? Now that you're out of the house.
Who am I? Oh, man. There are
It's not,
plenty.
about your fave. It's
Yeah,
about
no,
who you
there are
think is
plenty. There are
playing-
plenty.
So
I love Didi's game. I love Coin's game. I love Mrs. game. She's a beautiful person. I love even as much as Mensan too. But I mean, I really wish I could talk to him because when I was on my way here, I saw his diary session and I felt really sad because I know where he is and but he just needs to work it up and be strong. But yeah, I do love. My housemates are giving me back to
Like, giving you back to back.
back to back hits. Is it every track was a hit?
Do you think this season is the best season? Maybe Niger 10. Okay, I mean it's your season. Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, if Nami go pick,
Yeah.
I'll give it to Thelma Lawson.
Yeah,
But as not be me go pick,
Yeah.
as Nigerians then they pick, I would give it to Imisi or Dede or Koyi.
Missy, Dede, or Coin.
Coin.
Why any of those three?
It's just the chatters on social media. I can see the
You can see where it's moving.
where it's
to.
moving towards, right? For Koyi is because, to be honest, I admire the young man. He's very great. And there's something I said to him one day. I'm like, bro, you better do great things. If you know, I go find you. Because to whom much is given, much is expected. It's no pressure on you, but I'm expecting you to drop music. I'm expecting you to dance. I'm expecting you to be you. Don't let anybody water down yourself.
What you're doing.
And I'm seeing him just be himself every day. There's a new twist with Coin. If you think you have seen Coin today, the
There's
Coin of
something
today
new, yeah.
is not the Coin of tomorrow. And
Yeah.
even with Dede too, Dede just keeps coming up with craftiness. And I'm like, you are such a sly fox. I did not think that. But it's just a thing to be proud of when you watch these people from outside.
Yeah.
Being around these people and watching them grow too is something that is beautiful to me.
Nice. As we wrap this up, what do you want to be the take home? You're out of the house, you know, you have the platform now, people know you, you're doing your media rounds. What do you want people to know you for, and what do you want people to take away? For people that are hearing about you for the first time, people that, you know, want to join your army, join the Dreamers, what are you saying to them as we wrap this up?
Anything is possible. If you can dream it, you can get it. Where I am today, I saw it years ago. And it's why some of my friends were never surprised when I said, bro, I'm going into the house. They were not surprised. They were like, okay, we're rally behind you. If you can dream it, as far as your eyes can see, you will get it. Trust God, walk the path, do the work, and you get it. So for me, again, follow on social media. Is Otega Eritomi on all social media platforms. Stay connected to the house. I mean, there's no eviction this week. We thank God. Please keep my girl in the house. Thelma Lawson. Shout out to also for me, again, please, let's walk the walk together. Reach out to me. If you send me a message, if it's inspiring, I'll reply you. If it's something that, yes, please. I know I said I don't need 18 million. I don't have money. But so again, I want to be able to connect on a personal. You don't know. You can say a word and it can change somebody's life. I want to be a vessel. To be honest, I'm just a vessel. At the end of the day, one day I'll go somewhere else. But